Hello everyone and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Um, so I left off in a pretty weird place in this colony where we're kind of going good, but at the same time, like, we have a lot of stuff we need to avoid a potential collapse. We're just pumping out more and more, sewage water back into our main water. Like, we don't really have to be doing that, but, I like to do. Like, I really want to get this up and running, but I need to get this up and running, but I also need to start, refining materials. I'm kind of worried about the heat. We just gotta speed this up because I think we're near night cycle. They're just going about their day, I guess. They go to sleep. But yeah, anyways, I just want to get this air place done, and I want to start refining material real quick. And then once I'm refining material, I want to get a oxygen checkpoint here, and then send some people into this area. And this area is just going to be like where we store our water because it's full chlorine. And I'm pretty sure it's been a while since I played this game, but I'm pretty sure the way this is going to work is that the chlorine will like clean the water inside of here, or something like that. It's also minus 10 degrees in there, so yeah. If you're using Celsius, it's minus a lot. At some point, I know that Celsius and Fahrenheit overlap somewhere in the minuses, and it's ungodly cold. But yeah. As a side note, I guess this is a hydroponic setup. That's nice. And I forgot these were called hydroponic blocks. Doesn't really matter, but it's just nice to remember what they are. I'm one of those kind of people, so I've worked in marketing a lot, so I know a fair amount about SEO and all that stuff, so it matters a lot more to me to remember what things are called, because this is a hydroponic farm. That might be a keyword to use or something like that. Always important to remember these kind of things. What something is called is important, and how to call it correctly is. I'm a little bit sleepy again. I don't know why. I actually got a pretty good night's sleep. So, despite the fact that it's boiling hot, sometime in the night, like, it gets just cool enough that our air conditions, which barely work during the day, are able to overcome the built-up heat of the night, and then they just start working really, really well. And then we have a new problem, and that new problem is that it's very, very cold. Normally, I sleep in just my undies at night, but even curled up with my wife and dogs in my undies, I've been really, really cold after everything starts working. And so I wore a shirt last night and I got a pretty decent amount of sleep, but like I was still pretty tired by the end of it. So what's making this an unreachable build? Like, are you just waiting for this to be built and then it won't be unreachable? I think that's how that works. I'd really love it if these guys would just like get on it, you know? Let's see. How's the oxygen in this room? Horrifying. Max gas pressure because we're not sucking anything out yet. But there is some nice clean oxygen up here. See? Perfectly good oxygen up there. You don't have to be a baby. There we go. That'll add some efficiency that they can actually build stuff up here without having to look for air. Ugh. In my day, we just put up with the war crimes we suffered. Alrighty. There we go. We're starting to get some stuff going on. No wire. Why is there no wire? Did I forget to add power? Yes, I did. I did forget to add power. Okay, that's dumb of me. Also, it would be great if you guys would just do this stuff here. Bump this all. Let's just bump everything up in here to 7. The electrolyzers are actually 10 because they're like super. Well, 9 rather, but they're actually super important for what we're doing. Alrighty. So once we get this done, I'm just going to maybe somewhere over here or maybe somewhere over here start doing advanced material processes, I guess. Not really sure. This is kind of becoming a nightmare jungle gym over here for some reason. Alright, there's our hydrogen. No filters selected. Hydrogen again. We really only care that we're not pumping out things that aren't hydrogen. Like if we're pumping out hydrogen right here, that's perfectly fine for us. I cannot remember for the life of me remember why we have 2 of these though. Like I guess it's just that eventually like there's the hydrogen's going to pump up above the oxygen or something. I remember always having 2 of them for some reason. And I can't tell you why now. Alright. So anyways, our ventilation system. I'm gonna slow this down in the background while I'm doing this because I don't want to get ahead of myself. Plumbing, ventilation. Ventilation's right beside plumbing. Alright, so we're slowly getting to the point where we're pumping out things. That's good. It's just not going anywhere. And we need to start like getting it to go places, right? Well, right here is the obvious first one to put it at. So let's just put it here. Ventilation, gas vent, right here. Gas pipe. We'll probably actually want one like right here too, honestly. Just so it's like getting pumped out. Gas pipe. You wanted the gas pipe, please? There we go. And now we're taking care of oxygen in the bottom and top of our base. And then where do we want to go from there? Is there anywhere in particular we want to be pumping oxygen to? I mean, in here might not be a bad place to pump oxygen to, but this is just more of a symptom of this nightmare zone than anything. If anything, we probably just want to start sucking in the carbon dioxide and putting it back over here too. This is going to be almost the lowest point of our base. If we could just like have 2. Well, I guess I could cut this out and then just have that be the absolute low point of our base. That sounds like it makes sense in my head. Ventilation. Gas pump. And then we'll just take it right up here. And dump it out here, I guess. I don't think these things prevent us from walking by them, and even if they do, whatever. Alrighty. We already ate this stuff. And this is kind of the lowest point of our base that we care about right now, so I guess that's where we're going to put our filter, or our, hell point. And, 8. I need an 8 on that, too. There we go. I almost have... You know, it keeps telling me, like, it keeps glowing red, and I understand that Doom is getting closer, but, like, I'm not gonna make it 100 days if I don't get these things taken care of. This is not a 9. I think we need more batteries. Where am I gonna shove a battery? Power battery. Or battery. I guess we're just putting the battery right here. No reason not to. Oh wait, we were gonna make another pump too, weren't we? Let's see. Not pump rather, I meant another generator. Oh wait, we were gonna get this up and running and then we were gonna use hydrogen. Right. We're also gonna need some wires here. I remember I was doing something to prevent this from overloading too. Did that get done? Yeah, because this max is like 2,000, so that'll just blow those away. There's something I can do to... I'm pretty sure I was setting that up in the last episode. Yeah, I was just gonna clip this, so this is its own section. Deconstruct wires. Power wires, yes. Then we just deconstruct these, and they will be a separate network, and we need that to be an important task, so get done. There we go. Oh, you got food poisoning. Everyone's got food poisoning. It's just part of living in this colony. I'm sorry. Don't be a wuss. I guess we're just gonna keep going up with these things and creating new sections. Building. And then we will put a tile here. And then we'll put another one of those up there to create yet another network. I guess we're gonna need 2 whole networks for this one. Power transformer, same as that one, that's fine. Cancel build that. We will then, we were building another, no wait, we want to just wait until we get hydrogen. I think that's gonna be fine. And did I build the wire here? I did. But this isn't getting built for some reason. Oh wait, because the stairs don't go down that far. Right. Fair. 8. And then we'll do the same thing we did here where we clip off the wire at the end. Power. Heavy watt. Look, I'm just gonna straight up admit this is not my nicest looking build, that's for sure. Clip this one off, and then we'll turn... Like, we'll have 2 for this, I guess. Yeah, this will probably also be for our other system, too. Then we can just clip these 2 here. Come on, man, get this up and running. We can make this breathable if you just work hard. There's also kind of the risk that eventually another kind of gas is going to get in here, but we'll deal with that when we get in. We'll deal with it when we get to it. Look, this is a pretty breathable room already, although the hydrogen's already starting to build up, so we really need that to get done. They look so pathetic when they're dying. I guess. Yeah, that's technically dying. Fair enough. Let's dig this pit out a little bit just so it's like the pit. Wow, that's a lot of plants down there. When we were starving to death, we could have really used that. Why are you thinking about the vent for some reason? Why are you unhappy about the vent? What's wrong with the vent? I'm honestly not too sure. I feel like I've built this very wrongly, but not 100% sure how to fix it, so whatever, we'll get to it when we get to it. I'm also not sure if I want to decentralize my power, honestly. Like, technically I can build these little things anywhere, and it's more efficient if they are kind of spread out, I guess. Yes, please. The suffering never ends, I'm sorry. We're up to 8 people and we haven't lost any in a while, so I can't be making their lives too bad, right? There we go. And then what were we doing with that power? Right, we were gonna clip this here and make this 2 separate power systems. Deconstruct power wires. I would love to be able to see the power wires I'm constructing these. We'll deconstruct these 2, and then that'll split this off into 2 separate systems. I actually want that to be like a 9, if I'm being honest. Like, we just need the pit of hell here to just be a little less hellish. That's all. We're not asking for it to be livable, we're just asking a little less hellish. And, let me real quick check my power generator, because I think I already have it, the hydrogen one. I'm gonna just pause for a second, because I feel like if I let these guys go too long, they're gonna be dead. Hydrogen. Converts hydrogen gas into electrical power. Requirements. Hydrogen gas 100. Gas intake pipe. Power 800. Temperature very high. Auto inputs. Enable, disable. Okay, that doesn't seem bad other than the fact it makes the room unlivably hot, but like we'll deal with that, I guess. Like, it's already unlivably hot around here. Does it have any other bad side effects at all? I'm not seeing anything really bad, honestly. Oh wait, that's the overheat temperature. It just puts out a little bit. Yes. I think we're just gonna like put this right here. I know it's a little dumb, but whatever. It'll work. We'll just... This is a disaster waiting to happen. I realize that. I really do. But what am I gonna do about it? So I remember this being a problem that I ran into sometimes where, hit unpause, where, like, I'd pump the hydrogen in here, but for whatever reason, to stop doing hydrogen so our power would fall apart. You get the idea. Um, but we're gonna hopefully avoid that by having some kind of, like, overflow system for hydrogen. There we go. And where do we put the wires? Power. I know this thing's gonna be really powerful. I'm gonna want heavy-duty wires going wherever they're going. We don't want this to, like, be a feedback loop where it's running its own system. Or, not its own system, where the hydrogen is running the oxygen, because while it is theoretically infinite, they can run into some real powers with that, or real problems with that. Boy, I don't think this was the right place for this, but whatever, I just need these things to start working more. Like, if we can just get this last bit of oxygen under control, we're looking pretty good. I can also deconstruct this deodorizer, we don't need that anymore. Like, this is the one that matters. Power, so where are we sending this power? I guess we're just gonna try to send it back to the original place. Well, not the original place, but like here. Do we have a heavy bridge? Wire bridge. I genuinely do not know if there's a heavy bridge. I feel like there probably is. Well, we'll learn when we find out. There we go. This whole thing is like an 8. Just do it. Just beat it. But these things can't work as a gas presser. We need to just start pumping stuff out of here. Oh, I remember what I did. I remember what I did wrong. Oh no. Well, it's not oh no, it's just annoying. You pump the bad oxygen out of here and... Oh, wait. No, you need to get rid of the hydrogen. I think there was like a... Now that I'm remembering, maybe there was multiple sections to this, but whatever. Doesn't matter, we'll get to it. We'll get to it eventually. We'll move this up. Oh, hey, we got a lot of stuff to do, so I'll just let the night happen while I go. Building rocketry, that sounds nice. Nickel ore. Are we even close to, low on nickel ore? I don't think we are. I hate Ludites, but, like, germ resistant, that could be good. Let's buy our second Frankie. So we should theoretically be able to sustain this many duplicates, but if our food starts going down to like 30,000, then we'll like want to expand out our farming. And what were we doing with research? I don't even remember anymore. Oh hey, there's a third kind of research, I didn't know that. Oh, animal control, maybe we could get something in animal control. And who has points for what? Does anyone like creature tending? No one likes creature tending. Like crop tending, art decorating, improved strength tidying. Yeah, you're even better at tidying now, thanks. What does electrical engineering really get us? +2 machinery. You also like learning it, so whatever. I'm gonna make you a creature rancher. I know that's not what you wanted to be, but whatever. Hopes and dreams, man, hopes and dreams. Is this thing still stuck? Do we finally have someone who can, wrangle it? Yeah, I think that person will be able to wrangle it in the morning. We've been wanting them to wrangle things for a long time. Like, we want to get a population of these things here, because apparently when they stomp around, it breaks these things, and that's like the natural cycle. We won't have to harvest them anymore, and it should theoretically increase the amount of food we have. I say theoretically, because... hopefully. Has anyone learned to make anything new? Guess not. Well, whatever, it increases the amount of calories we have by, like, a fair amount, honestly. This thing doesn't have power? Oh yeah, nothing has power because this wasn't on yet. We really need to get this up and running so we have that extra amount of power there. Alright, did we cut these? No, we did not. I think it super matters, but we want to cut anyways. Let's hope we don't blow our power system by like, how much can these have? 20 kilowatts? I feel like that's fine. We also want to put in some kind of gas container, I guess, so that we can like store the excess hydrogen. I don't think we have a container for gas, actually. I mean, theoretically, that could eventually be a thing, but whatever. Doesn't have power because the pipes are pipe block, no power. Why doesn't it have power? Let me see how the power is going. Theoretical load, theoretical load's fine. Ah, this thing right here is our weakness, isn't it? Yeah, we need to research that immediately. 1 second before I blow my whole system up. Power. Do we have like a super strong bridge? Yes, we need that immediately. Well, we're almost to the point where we have everything figured out. I guess we technically needed 3 of these. 1 to get rid of carbon dioxide, 1 to take oxygen out. Let me look at my ventilation system. Yeah, we really needed 1 to take carbon dioxide out, 1 to take oxygen out, and 1 to take hydrogen out, but whatever. We'll make a more efficient one next time. This was kind of like an emergency thing. So hopefully this just starts going down and everything's working. We actually have more good water in our sewage system than we have bad water, but, well, I guess it's all poisoned now, so never mind, it's not good. This thing's just not able to put out enough electricity to handle everything, is it? Yeah, our batteries aren't even getting charged. We need another one of these until we get more of this set up. Heat burner. Yeah, and we want that to be the kind where the water just drips through. Does not obstruct liquid or gas flow. We only want used to build walls and floors. Used to build. What's the difference here? Which one is this? This is a what mesh tile. I guess we're just gonna do a mesh tile again. There we go. And this needs to be a high priority thing. And we need to have power actually going through this thing. High power wire. There we go. This didn't turn out to be too much of an issue just because we didn't have enough time for it to become an issue. There you go. Get going, get going. Look, we got plenty of graves for the failures, so like I'd suggest doing this right in the first place. Oh yeah, I also forgot to set the priorities for our new people. What are you good at? Oh, you're so good at tidying. You get a 2 on tidying. You're now down to a 1. You're also really good at supplying, so you're up to 2. We'll take you down to a 1. Also very good at storing, so we'll take you up to 2 on that. We'll drop you down to 1. I just also realized that if I right click, these go back instead of having to cycle through them. Actually, everyone's like doing their best. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. You're now number 5 in tidying. Well, you blow them away. 10, wow. I guess we have our janitor, huh? That's good. Also, I didn't really assign them a bed, so they'll probably just pick one. Where did they go? Our new person, Frankie, or... Yeah, it was Frankie, right? Yeah, Frankie. Okay, they assigned themselves a bed, basically, so that's fine. We need to get more plants and more sweeping done, honestly, like we really do. I'm just gonna give a general sweep order at a 5 on everything again, just to make sure that's getting done. There we go. We should still have enough bathrooms, I think. I don't think that's going to be a problem. It says insufficient oxygen generation, but I think it's more that once this is done, like, we will get everything up and running. I also need to start giving out more priority 7s so that, like, the priority 7 kind of stuff, so that instead of, like, everyone runs off to do it when it's an 8, like, the actual priorities I set start working better. I think that's how that works. Pretty sure that's how it works. Pretty sure. I don't even know what some of this stuff is, honestly. But yeah, we want to start moving away from having all these oxygen generation things down to just having a few. I'm gonna build a better one next time, hopefully. Because I feel like there was a design that used like levels, but I'm not sure. Let's see how the ventilation system is doing. Ventilation, there we are. Ventilation. Not amazing. Why? It just has no power. And we have 2 of these going now, so I think, yeah, the power's eventually gonna work out, right? Yeah, once we can get some, once we get this thing taking off, we're gonna be good. Is there anything that uses power that we could just, like, temporarily turn off without making a problem for ourselves? Honestly, I'm not really sure anymore. We don't want to turn that off. Oh, hey, we can deconstruct these. Need the scaffolding there anymore. Oh, hey, we have a refrigerator here. I forgot about that. All edibles are allowed to be stored here. Anyways, what's really using up a lot of power, actually? I mean, it's mostly just this stuff, honestly. I guess this is using up a fair amount of power, but like, not a big deal, right? I think this is the problem, actually. Like, we aren't getting enough hydrogen for our trouble. And we're really just kind of sending, yeah, we definitely did this wrong. We were just kind of sending, like, carbon dioxide to random points in our base, which I guess is fine, but, not amazing. Do we want to just go ahead and do a 3rd one of these? Sunk cost fallacy a little bit. Can I fit a 3rd one of these in here? If I could fit a 3rd one, it might just take care of everything. Gas filter. I could fit a 3rd one in. And I think that's gonna be important. It's gonna be dumb, but important. Okay, so ventilation. I'm gonna take this down to a slower speed while I'm trying to fix everything. So oh crap, I think I did this backwards. Output is green. Deconstruct this. We need to deconstruct the gas pipe here, and then we're going to, after we get these ones deconstructed, which is a priority 8, so please come. Anyways, after we get these ones deconstructed, because I did this backwards, I think I know how I'm going to make this all work out. So basically, this gas pump is going to push into this one. It's going to get rid of hydrogen or carbon dioxide and push it back up, and everything else is going to like go into this. Then this one's going to take hydrogen and send it up here and send everything else out, which should only be oxygen. So theoretically, this one doesn't even need an output. But we'll get that when we get that. Hopefully. Any of my guys gonna get down here? Guys? Anyways, I guess it's fine while it is working. Like, I really want more hydrogen, honestly. Guess I could just open this. Then it can suck in some stuff from over here, because there's just some free-floating hydrogen over here that we can just get rid of, I guess. Where are all of our people and what are they doing? Oh hey, the Lum is finally up here. In fact, if anything, even despite the fact we have 9, our calories have gone up from 50,000 to 70,000. Guess it was near nighttime, so they decided to be lazy. I kind of want to get more decor for... Oh hey, we kind of just left this off after a while, didn't we? Let's also continue going up. We want uproot this, this, uproot this, and then like we can just make a secondary one to go over here, so we'll dig over here. These aren't really important things, I just want them to happen eventually. Wrangle. I don't know, 8. Like this is more like a, just a side gig kind of thing. And I just kind of want to get the extra flowers, because the morale bonus from having a flower in your room is surprisingly high, honestly. Anyways, thank you for joining me for this one. We almost have auction up and running. I expect next episode we're going to finally have our auction completely up and running. Join me again. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.